Hello everyone and welcome to my new series on American Truck Simulator. So this is Trucking Diaries, well, American Trucking Diaries should I say, and basically it's going to be a bit of a series where I sort of come on and I'll chat and just generally drive along, just me playing basically, and I will keep you up to date of where I am up to in my journey through my building my trucking company in America, short and long of it. So I was going to continue with my old American trucking series, but unfortunately I no longer have the save for it, so I had to start afresh and make a new series for it total. So we're currently in one of the new Freightliners. I've not actually looked at the new trucks at all for American Sim. The last one that was added when I last played would have been... can't remember. Can't remember what the last truck was that were added. But I know the... it was the International, the one that looks like a 60s style truck. Yeah, it was that one. It had just been added the last time I played this, so shows how long ago it actually was. So anyway, we'll get inside the cab and we'll get moving. We're currently on the tutorial mission, because obviously it makes you do it when you first start. So we will set off and get this delivered. So we have set our company up in Portland, Oregon. I thought it'd be nice to have a change. I usually start in Nevada or California because that's where the old system was. And sorry about that, my controller decided to stop working. Yeah, so anyway, that brings me on to the subject of this video. So in my first video back, which was a time-lapse video on Farming Sim, I said that I would bring a video soon, a voice video, where I explain why I was off for 9 months and what's been going on. So here is the video, along with a new series. And basically, I'm just going to sort of give you a bit of a short lowdown. I have already recorded this video once, but unfortunately, due to me mucking up a setting, I ended up with talking and a black screen. So this is attempt number 2, so we're starting again. So anyway, I'll give you a bit of a shorter version because obviously looking back now, after I recorded the first version, it went on for a bit too long. So basically, I stopped doing YouTube because I was ill. I was poorly, and I have a condition, and it sometimes bothers me. Not often, but sometimes it bothers me. But unfortunately, 9 months ago, it bothered me to the point of I was incredibly uncomfortable, and I couldn't sit at the computer at all. I basically didn't use my PC for the majority of the 9 months that I've been off. I've only actually been using the PC again for probably 3 weeks now, which is why I decided to come back to YouTube. But yeah, my PC has basically just been turned off and just sat not being used for the past 9 months. But yeah, so that's why I stopped doing YouTube, because it was just too uncomfortable for me to sit at the computer and record videos, which was unfortunate, but it is what it is. Nothing, nothing I can do about it. But obviously, I'm feeling a lot better now. Everything is generally okay. So hopefully we can get back to normal and I can continue what I started last year. Secondly, I put in the video that a few things have changed in the last 9 months, and obviously I will explain. So what's changed? Basically, no longer in the studio that I created to do YouTube in. Main reason, it's in my attic, it's too hot. So can't record up there. It gets way too warm and the air just stagnates. It's horrible. So I moved out of there and moved basically back downstairs where I used to be when I initially first started recording. So obviously, due to me coming out of there, I have less space. So due to having less space, I have altered my setup a little bit and what have you. It's not as technical as it used to be. I no longer have the Rode NT, which you may notice with the sound of my voice. The quality probably isn't as good as it used to be or could be. Reason for that, I bought a Logitech Pro X headset just before I stopped recording. Now I initially bought it so that I could sit back, relax and talk while streaming. That's why I bought it. You know, it's a £200 headset. It's got a decent mic. It's got a Blue Voice microphone with it. So like Blue Snowball and Blue Yeti, they make the microphone for it. So it has got a decent microphone, but obviously because it is a headset, it's not as good quality as say a condenser mic or whatever you like, the Rode NT like I used to have, or the like Blue Snowball or Blue Yeti. But it's of reasonable quality, so I'm quite happy to use it, and I will be continuing to use it for the time being. I also don't have my steering wheel anymore, so obviously I used to have the Logitech G29. Don't have that anymore. Initially, there was a couple of reasons why I haven't got it anymore. So initially, I had it for a long time. I had that steering wheel for 2 to 3 years, something like that, about 2 or 3 years. So it was getting on a little bit. It had a lot of use. Let's just play it safe for now. I will set this up afterwards, and then we'll be able to pull in and park up. Yes, I'd had it for like 2 or 3 years. It was getting a bit worn. It had a lot of use. I mean, just for argument's sake, I'd had that steering wheel for like I said 2 or 3 years, and played Farming Sim, Euro Truck on it and everything. I'd sunk 1,500 hours into Euro Truck with it, and again about 700-800 hours into Farming Sim again with it, and then obviously I've played other various games with it as well. So it had a lot of use. Right, so that's completed, and we'll quickly find another job in a second. So it was getting ready for replacing. It was making a bit of a noise a little bit, so I'm assuming the bearings were starting to wear down a little bit on the inside. So I thought to myself, we'll get it replaced. Right, and that's our garage. Skip through that because we don't need to know. So I thought we'll get it replaced. Right, before I continue with my story and my rambling, let's just quickly change that setting for gameplay. I'm going to turn fatigue simulation off because I do not want to be driving at night. What else we got? So parking difficulty, we'll just do it random so that it's different for us every time. I think we'll put time zones on. On simple automatic because I am on roller. Automatic retarder, automatic engine brake because I am cheating at the moment. No, not really. We'll have air brake simulation and realistic fuel consumption. And I think US dollars, that's fine. Yeah, I think that'll do for now. Right, so now that's done. Let's find a quick job. Quite literally, a quick job. And we'll go from Portland again. And I don't want anything too long because I took a job on the last one and it was a really long job. I didn't realise how long it was going to be. Let's see what we've got. Oh, there's one of those Lone Star, International Lone Star. How far is that? Oh, that's quite a big job too. Portland to Portland. Goes up there. Down there. Oh, let's take that one. That one will do for now. What is it again? Is it a Peterbilt? Yeah, in a Peterbilt. We'll take that one and see how that one goes. So yeah, anyway, it was getting a bit warm, so getting ready for maybe a replacement. At the same time as all this happening, I stopped playing on PlayStation. I decided to defect and I've gone to Xbox. So obviously not playing on PlayStation anymore, and like I said, gone to Xbox. The Logitech G29 doesn't work with the Xbox. You need the Logitech G920. So I thought to myself, well, seeing though it's getting ready for replacing, I might as well get rid of the 29 and I will change to a new one and I'll get the G920. Obviously with me falling ill at the around the same time, and not really using the steering wheel, it became sort of like less of a priority to buy a new wheel. So I didn't end up doing it straight away. So I got rid of my old one and then didn't end up replacing it. And then obviously because I've not really been using my PC at all in the 9 months I've been off, it never got replaced. So I have ordered one. It's not a G920 like I initially planned to buy. It is. I thought I'd try something different. So obviously I've used a Logitech G29. Am I stopped over the lines? Yes, I am. That is just wonderful. Have to pull forward. Yeah, so we what was I saying there? I lost my train of thought because of that, because of the level crossing then. Saying, oh yeah. So I'm going to do something different. So obviously I used to use Satex side panel along with my Logitech G29. I got rid of that as well when I got rid of the G29. I sold it as sort of like a bundle. There was nothing wrong with the Satex side panel. I just thought, you know, it might be easier to sell it as a bundle. So I did. Because I was going to try and look for some kind of bundle or something like that. Because I have seen some others that come with like side panels and all that kind of thing. So I was going to look for something like that, like a deal or something. Anyway, never found anything. So that was probably another reason why it never ended up happening. So what I've decided to do, I haven't ordered it yet, but I will be doing. I'm going to get the Satex Farming Sim bundle. So you can get the Satex side panel with a steering wheel, which is specifically designed for Farming Sim. It is made by Logitech, because all Satex gear is Logitech. Even though it's still called Satex, it is Logitech. Obviously, it's not as expensive as, say, a G29 or a G920, but it's still made by them. So I'm hoping, I'm not expecting it being like as good a quality as the G29, but I'm at least hoping to see some kind of reasonable quality from it. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to order it, we'll see how it goes. If it's good, then obviously we'll keep it. If not, then I will probably end up going back to I'll go to a G920. Or, depending if there's a newer version out. Because I haven't had it up recently. So, that is what we're going to be doing on that one. Currently, I'm using an Xbox S Series controller. To be honest, quite impressed. The driving's pretty smooth with it compared to, say, the older Xbox controllers. You know, I bought my son an Xbox S Series, and he's only young, so I didn't really want to give him a wireless controller with batteries in and all that kind of thing. So we decided to give him, a plug-in one, and I kept this as a spare. And I thought, oh, I'll try it on my PC, so I can actually play on my PC for play some of my driving games, because I've never been a fan of keyboard steering. And to be honest, it's actually very, very fluid, and it's wireless and it works really, really well. I'm quite impressed. It's a lot more fluid than the older controllers, really good quality. So bonus. And it will do for other games as well. So if we do decide to, I am in the wrong lane. If we do decide to play any other games that we could potentially play with a controller, it'll do for that too. So nothing wasted there. Like I said, I'm going to get the Satex steering wheel. Whether I'll use the Satex steering wheel with Euro Truck or American Truck, I'm not sure yet. I'm mainly buying it for Farming Sim because I do play Farming Sim more than I play other games. So that's the main reason why I'm buying it. But we'll see. We'll see what it's like with the other games. It may be good. It might not. We'll see. Find out. What other news was there? Let me think. Oh yes, that was the other thing. So some of you guys will know. Some of you won't have a clue what I'm talking about. But back before I stopped recording, and well, a little while before I stopped recording, me and my wife used to do multiplayer on Farming Sim, and we used to record, and I'd upload what I was doing to my channel, and she'd upload what she was doing to her channel. Now, bear in mind, back then she was still learning to play the game. She'd never really played Farming Sim before. I think she'd only, when she stopped playing and I stopped recording and what have you, she'd only been playing like 2 months, something like that. Weren't long. So, anyway, she had her own channel. She's not uploaded anything since I stopped, and she basically just stopped doing YouTube and what have you. So, obviously, I came back this week, just gone, and she's joined me again. So she's going to be joining me, but we're going to be doing it different. So rather than us both having separate channels, we have combined our channels together. So her channel is now gone, and we've combined ours together. So you will see multiple videos going up. They won't all be mine. So basically the way we've done it is we are using our gamer tags. So my gamer tag is Avex and her gamer tag is Avexia. And basically anything that is in green will be me, and anything that is in blue will be Avexia. And that's going to be basically the easiest way to tell our videos apart, is blue's her, green's me. Just to keep it simple. But like argument's sake, we are doing Chellington Valley at the moment. We're doing it multiplayer. So there may be things happening in the game. Well, on the map, should I say, not in the game. On the map. And you may like watch one of my videos and then go, oh, when did that happen? Because something's changed. It may be on a Vexia's video, not mine. So please do check out her videos, because otherwise you may miss some bits that are going on with the map and all that kind of thing. They will both the video. Okay, getting my words confused here. So when we record, our videos will be released the same day within 15 minutes of each other. So all my videos go out at 12 o'clock every day. So every day there'll be a video, a Farming Sim video, go out at 12 o'clock. For Vexia, every day, well, sorry, Monday to Friday, there will be a Farming Sim video out from Vexia, which will be her half of the multiplayer series. Will go out at 12:15 every day. Sorry, I lost my train of thought again. Yeah, so hers will go out at 12:15, so 15 minutes after mine release, but that's UK time. So any of you guys in Europe and what have you. But yeah, 12 and quarter past will be our release times. But yeah, so please do check out her videos, especially if you want to see everything that is happening. Because like I said, you may miss some things and you'll be like, what's going on there? When did that happen? Didn't see that. We're not doing stuff off camera. It is literally just we are going on. We're playing the game, we're recording it, and it will be there. It's just obviously it may not be in my video, it might be in hers, or vice versa. That's another little thing that I'm going to just sort of quickly mention as well. So all the videos from now on will not be, there'll be no planning, not really. There might be the odd video where we've sort of like planned a bit of something out, a special event or whatever. There may be a little bit of planning, but in general, none of our videos are going to be planned. They are just going to be a case of, yeah, that's happened, and that's the way it's going. So it's just going to be a case of we are going to play the game like we like we should be doing. We're just playing the game, and if things happen, they happen. It won't be cut out. It won't be edited. It will be a case of if it happens and we do it, you're going to see it. We're not hiding anything, because I was sort of sat thinking about it a little while back, and I watch YouTube all the time, and I sort of look at some videos and I think they've edited that when something's happened, or you can clearly tell that they've tried to rescue something or stop something from happening. So argument's sake, they're going bankrupt, something crashed or flipped over, or however, and they've clearly tried to cover it up. You're not going to see that with us. If it happens, you'll see it. If we go bankrupt, that's the end of that map, and we move on to a new one. And that's pretty much how it's going to work. We're not doing, like I said, we're not planning, we're not covering things up, we're not hiding things. It is literally going to be a case of we log on the game, we play, we record, you guys see it. The only time you'll ever see like a little bit of a jump in the video is, argument's sake, we're doing our thumbnail for the video or whatever, so you might see a bit of a jump in the video where we've paused it and then unpaused it while we're taking a screenshot. That's the only thing you'll ever see any sort of like editing within the videos. But yeah, so everything will be authentic and legit. No hiding anything, no covering things up. The only time you'll probably see stuff like that is if we're doing something special, so argument's sake, not saying we are doing it, so please don't take my word for this. Argument's sake, we end up doing some kind of role play or whatever, then obviously that's going to require editing and what have you. But generally, it's just going to be us playing, and that is what you're going to see, that's what you're going to get. On that note, Classic Challenge series that I started as well just before I stopped recording. I think I did about 4 or 5 episodes on it. Bringing that back, it will not be the same save, because unfortunately I do not have the save. I had a problem with my PC when I turned it back on after being off it for so long, and I ended up having to completely wipe my PC and start afresh. So unfortunately all my save games, all that kind of thing, were all lost, apart from the ones that were backed up to Steam, which weren't all of them, because some of them were created before Steam Cloud was a thing. So unfortunately I have lost some of my save games, but unfortunately Classic Challenge for some reason didn't back up. I don't know why, the others did, but Classic Challenge didn't. Is what it is. So I'll be starting that again. Like I said, we're only 3 or 4 episodes in, and we'll give that another go with all the classic and vintage tractors, and we'll get that going from this weekend coming. It won't be time-lapse, it will be voiced like it was originally. Time-lapse stuff will be reserved for Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sunday will be Classic Challenge, and then there may be some other bonus videos, like I said, like this one, that will go out in the week randomly. They're not going to have set days. They're just going to be a case of as and when I play. Yeah, that's pretty much the way we're going to work it, is it? Around the back? I think it's around the back. But yeah, that's the way we're going to work it from now on the channel. Everything will be, what you see is what you get. And I hope you guys don't mind that, and unfortunately if you do, you do. I haven't really got anything to say about it. It's, just the way it's going to work. Right, so I'm assuming it is behind us somewhere. Can't see it though. Where are you? There you are. It's there, so let's straighten up with it. The air pressure low on this truck. Looking at it beeping. Yep, nice and straight. And there we go. Handbrake on and done. That's the first proper job done. So we did 131 miles, got 1,562, and we walk away with 252 XP. Well, now level 1, so we're a newbie. We're going to put a point in a long distance, so then we can go extra mileage, so we can go up to 250 miles longer now. So deliveries up to 400 miles, which will be nice. We also have 2 emails sat right here. So the bank for the loans, and obviously Freightliner, because we have chosen Freightliner as our preferred truck. Now, obviously, I'm going to quickly go over this because I don't think I did it at the beginning of this one. Getting confused because I've already recorded this video. So basically, I picked Freightliner. I like the look of the truck. Doesn't necessarily mean we're going to go with a Freightliner. We can go with any of the trucks. I really don't mind because I've not really driven all of them that much, apart from the one I've really driven extensively is the big Kenworth, the W900. I've driven that for a good 50,000 miles. So, you know, that one, less inclined to use because I've used it a lot, but I'm quite willing to go with any of the trucks. Our company is called Avexus Transport, to go with the channel name, obviously, and the fact that I am a Vex. So, obviously, question. If you guys will answer, that would be great. If you don't, then obviously I'll just make the decision for myself. But not sure how we're going to play it. Next couple of jobs, we'll be able to get the big loan. So what do we want to do? So obviously it's sort of like a diary. Are we going to go with being a freelancer for a while and buy our first truck outright, or do we get the loan so that we can get our truck quicker? Decisions. I'll let you guys think about it. If you can give me an answer, obviously got a few episodes before we even think about it. Just want your guys' opinion. Let us know. But that is going to be it for today. So thank you so much for watching. I hope my description of why I've not been on was as clear as mud. But once again, yeah. So thank you very much for watching the video, and we will see you again soon. And bye for now.